Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the Monarchs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Roach. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Was to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
He goes the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Sun Devils offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Sims. Fires to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes a pass to Marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Old Dominion. First score of the game goes up.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Made a defender miss. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance. It really keeps you on your heels.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Brown has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
He's brought down at the 21. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sims. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the sideline.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Brown.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Sims. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Lost ground on 2nd down. Give to Brown. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That's caught. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Monarchs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Monarchs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roach. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, Mike. 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Lott. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Roach. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He'll do it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'll toss it to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Sims. Zings it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Vince up, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast.
There he goes! And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the cutters. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Lott.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's it, fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Monarchs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. Throwing right. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Lott. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Monarchs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Bag's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up.
And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Going to the run to start this second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
On first down from their own 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sims. The short hands. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Monarchs line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass, it's Sims. Grab near the marker, it's McClain. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give out of the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's Butler. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Arizona State, 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the veteran. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Sims. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, how about the the offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Turns it loose. He makes a catch. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pocket breaking down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Fires on the move. Working on the right. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Gain of 20.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Old Dominion! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw it, Sims. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Brown. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Brown has it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on 2nd down. But a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defender. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And off to Jones. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Sims. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And the Sun Devils will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
First down here for the offense. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He'll pull it down and run. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.